Alrighty, welcome to EDJ Studios, and this is the EDJ podcast today. We have a special guest,
What up?
music episode, Hope the Rappers, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, y'all? What up?
What's up, bro? How you been?
I'm doing good. I've just had a busy day, tattoo appointment before I came here, but we're good. We're live.
You got it done though?
Yeah.
You got
No,
some-
I got the outline done, and then I'm gonna go back in and get like the final work.
That's what's
Finish
up.
up,
That's what's up. Yeah, I don't have no tattoos,
Yeah.
so like I've been to a tattoo shop and I
Mhm.
got there and I didn't know what I was gonna get, and the guy was like, "Listen, if you came here and you don't even know what you don't do it, bro." Good
No.
advice, At least he wasn't trying to just take the
absolutely.
money.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't like.
I'm just here.
Exactly. I think it's cool. And then I never got one because it was just like, well, still don't know what the fuck I want to get. Like,
yeah.
I got kids now, so I'm like, I get my kids. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How do you
No.
go about your tattoos? You just there's a
s-
meaning behind them, or
So pretty much at first it was like pointless stuff. Like I got like a G clef on my back, but it was like music. It's all music related. Just a random item, but it's music related.
but so there is a purpose
Yeah.
as your love and your passion. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, as a kid, I didn't think of it that way, but then I've taken music a lot more serious as time goes on. So now it means all the world to me.
a lot. How old were you when you got your first one?
Probably like 14. And then
Early.
I stopped. I got one tattoo, and I was like, yeah, my body ain't built for this. Cause it wasn't a professional or anything like
oh
that.
yeah. That's tricky.
I think I held my breath too long because I stood up and I was like passed out, and I was like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
no.
getting another tattoo. This is why my mom told me not to get these.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I was gonna use my mom's, the mom excuse for the
Mhm.
first tattoo. My mom was like, if that's what you're going for, you better not do it, because I'll fucking grab a flying iron and get that shit out of you.
That's exactly what my mom would do.
my mom don't fuck with the tattoos, but
No, she don't play that. Came
they're,
from
they're
Kenya.
addicting too. Kenya,
Yeah.
you all right? A fellow immigrant like me.
Yeah.
I don't meet many. How old were you
I was young. I was probably like 4 or 5 years old when I came here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still a big change. You're already a little bit aware.
Yeah, no, it was. I cried first thing when I got to America because not happiness, snow.
Oh,
Nobody told
Where
me.
did, where did you? that's a rude awakening coming from Kenya.
I was like, because I like ran out of the airport. I was so excited and like snow, and I just
Oh,
was like,
shit.
what is this?
Yeah. Where did you go first? First time here, Mass or?
Yeah, Massachusetts. So. We landed right in Boston, but I lived in Nashville. That was the first
Okay.
place that I touched on.
Even colder.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Nah, I remember my first time when I got here. I was a little bit older, so it was a little bit even more of a shock because I was like 11 or 11.
Mm.
And they gave me a sweater, but it was a sweater from I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
So they gave me a sweater from over there, like it's gonna do nothing. I came here and it was cold. I remember the minute we got out of the airport, I was like, this is different.
Yeah,
Like this ain't this
Why
ain't,
we come here?
exactly. I ain't built for this. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that the struggles of the immigrant family, bro. So I can relate to that.
Absolutely. No, there was definitely a lot of struggles. Like, and you don't pick up on a lot of it till you're older. Like,
Yeah, it's funny. I had a conversation with a person about that. Like,
yeah.
you start reflecting. You're like, yo, that shit wasn't right.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that
Yeah.
was fucked out. That was
Yeah.
fucked out. And
You don't know when you're a kid because it's just like, this is what you're seeing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You don't have nowhere to judge it. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I definitely feel that. With you came mom and dad. With
Absolutely. It was so when we came to America, my dad came here first, and then he like got his sisters over here, and then like after he got like his family over here, he got me and my mom and my sister over here. It was like 11 of us in like one apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I can relate, brother. I can relate.
Uh,
I went through something similar. Maybe not my family smaller. It's just me and my
Mhm.
sister
Yeah.
and my mom and dad. So just four of us.
Yeah.
we
But
moved
either
in with
way,
friends. Yeah, it's still
coming
tough.
to America with 2 kids, it's a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, and you don't know the language. You don't know. There's not a lot of family here. Like, at least in my case, like,
No,
It's-
we're the
it's-
first.
yeah, we're the first two. So it's
Yeah,
like it's just
Nobody.
us.
It was just my dad and his sisters, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that grew up different, they don't understand the value of family. But like people like me and you, like we could probably appreciate it more because
Yep.
it was just like, this is it. Like,
This
there
is all
ain't no
I have.
aunties, there ain't no uncles, there's no grandma and grandpa.
Mhm.
It's just we're here,
people
and
I
then that's
came here
it.
with.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Exactly.
can see that. You the
No.
oldest? How many are you guys?
So sibling wise, it's I have an older sister who came with us. I have an older brother who stayed, and then I have 2 younger brothers who were born here.
Gotcha.
So it was just me, my sister, my parents, and then my cousins and my dad's family, and like
Started
everybody.
coming
Yeah,
over, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up. And man, Nashua. Whoa.
yeah.
How long you were there for?
Nashua.
Yeah. New
Um,
Hampshire
a
area.
while.
Pretty much so you got old enough to get out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I still right now reside in New Hampshire, Hudson. I'm working on getting out of New Hampshire. Like I have nothing against New Hampshire. It's
Yeah.
just not the environment that I feel like I can grow.
For what you want to do? I
Exactly.
get it, yeah.
You look at somebody, you're like, yo, I rap and I'm from New Hampshire, and you're just like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never met many.
Yeah, no, there's a few of us.
yeah.
There's just few of us. There's some people who are good, and then obviously the people that you look at and you're like, that's why they have that opinion.
I don't have any to judge it by. I just never met a New Hampshire rapper.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm new in the game. I love music. I love rap. I've always
Yeah.
been a rap fan. But when it comes to the city or anything close, I wasn't really, paying attention really.
Yeah.
Just listening to whatever comes up on, the regular stuff. But I wasn't paying attention to the local artists. And then I realized, I'm like, there's a lot of musicians here around the area.
Yeah.
So
No, there's
it's a
lot
big
of-
movement. X One Eye Visual. Shout out to him for
Shout out
making the
One Eye.
connection. He started introducing me and bringing people around. I'm like, okay, like it's serious. I didn't know. So yeah, no music.
Yeah.
When you start, when you feel like you were like, all right, this is what I'm doing.
2 years ago.
So how old are you? My bad.
28.
Oh, it's young.
Yeah,
Okay,
20,
yeah, that's not
20.
bad.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I used to. So like, I shouldn't say I started 2 years ago because like whenever I was from like 14 to 18, I rapped seriously and I was releasing content. But then right when I turned 18, that's when YouTube started getting crazy about the copyrights and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And they just took down
Beats.
my channel.
Yeah, because of
was-
the beats and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I had videos over at like 250K. So at that point,
Jeez.
as a teenager, I just pissed. So I didn't notice what I did, but I just didn't release music.
It discouraged you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So you were already in music by 14.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a long time already.
Yeah,
So-
no, music has been a thing. Like all goes back to moving to America. Whenever I was in Africa, I remember my dad. He called and we were back in Kenya and he was here. He asked me and my mom what I wanted when I came to America. I said
As a toy or like
yeah, like a toy, something.
Yeah.
I said a guitar, a drum, and a piano. I don't even know where I got those like ideas from. But then when I came here, he had a guitar, he had a drum, and a piano. They weren't the most expensive ones, but
no, shout out to dad.
yeah,
shout
no,
out
it
to
was-
dad.
he had all of them, and so I like watched the like instructional videos, and like I try to like learn early, but then like obviously I had to like focus on school, so that got in the way. And then as a teenager, I was like, no, I'm gonna rap.
That's what's up. So is there like a love for music in the family? Your mom,
Yeah.
dad, was
Absolutely.
big. What kind of music?
So gospel music. They're all into gospel music. My grandpa was a pastor. My dad, my mom says that he made music. I'm not sure about that story, but my mom said that he made music whenever he was younger. And I see pictures of him when he was younger, and he looks like youthful. Like that's something that he would have done. But obviously, his dad, he's been serious his whole life.
Different upbringing.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit tougher.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, how was that? When you tell your parents like, "Hey, this is I'm rapping." How was that reception? Was it like,
Are you rapping
Good.
about God? That was the first. That was the first question.
yeah,
And then they obviously saw that I wasn't. They are open to it, but make me very conscious of my words, and that's why when I do rap, I talk about like different subject matters than most people would. And at first, I like found it as like. At first, it was the only way I was able to make music, because if I was recording in their house, I'd have to talk about
you have to
certain
change
things.
it. Yeah,
I never, even whenever I would tell, I was like, 19, I didn't swear in my music at all. But that gave me the opportunity to start looking at the dictionary, start looking at different words, different cadences. I had to make it work and make it still exciting, like all the music with the swears in it, without it. So then it just gave me a bigger vocabulary in the end of the day. So I'm appreciative of that
Yeah, no,
punishment.
definitely a big help. The
Mhm.
more words you learn if you're a rapper.
Okay.
Literally, X hit me up yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah, yesterday. He hit me up yesterday. He's like, hey, I got this dude. I'm like, send him in. Just tell me who he is. So, you know, he gave me a name. I looked you up. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm like, okay, this is the kind of rap I like. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
thank
like,
you. I appreciate that.
There's something, this it's not just rah-rah. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I really try to go for.
Yeah, and that's what I appreciate. I mean, I listen to that sometimes.
Mhm.
There's a
Don't
time
get me
and
wrong.
place.
It's like if I'm out in a party, I'm not trying to
Yeah,
no lyrical miracle.
Yeah,
But, like, if,
there's
like,
a time and place, but
if I'm listening to music to like enjoy it, I would prefer to listen to the lyrical miracle. At least me.
yeah, no, me too. That's how I am. Sometimes that pisses off some of my friends.
Yeah, no,
just
they're
because they're like,
you put this on it.
yeah, but you know, that's just me. I want to learn something or like
Yeah.
get put into some positive or
Mhm.
even if it's not positive, I want the image to be clear so I can understand what's going on.
Exactly. Exactly.
So no, I appreciate your music. I am gonna play a song.
Okay. Sounds good.
You know, as we get into it.
Yeah.
That's you let me know if you want me to play something else, but that's the first one that I saw, and I was like,
Okay.
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 So that was my first introduction to you,
Okay.
and I liked that. I was like, okay, this is pretty good.
I wonder which song it is.
well, you'll find out.
Okay. Perfect.
So 2 years ago, that's when you kind of got serious with it.
Yeah, honestly, what helped me get serious is the whole One Eye Visuals movement. Cause like I was like recording stuff and like at first I uploaded something on like SoundCloud and like I got a good positive review, and then I saw that through somebody that Xavier was filming, and I was like, one thing I didn't do when I like had all those views, I didn't have one music video. I feel like if I just did a music video, this is gonna be a little bit different.
Especially in this age.
Mhm. That's what people will listen more because there's a visual. Sometimes they'll not even like they'll put it down, but just because there's a visual.
I mean, yeah, people don't buy CDs, people don't listen to radio. Everything's on the phone, and then nobody's gonna listen to nobody rapping without like, hey.
Just this picture of
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Like,
It's
I
like-
don't want to look like we swipe left all the time. Like, so why wouldn't they swipe left to that? But if it's like a visual, we watch dumb. Even if we don't like it, we watch reels and stuff
Exactly.
just because it's a visual.
Yeah, it's a game changer with the internet. So 2 years ago, that's when all right, I'm gonna start back up.
Yep.
From the little that I know about your music, I could tell you're a writer. Like that's penmanship.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to be a writer. Not rapping. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Not my. I love rap. I love
Just
music.
writing in general.
Yeah, like I'm trying to write books. I'm trying
I
to
love
like
writing.
anime. Yeah.
That's crazy that you said that because last night I started a journal again because I used to. I love writing.
Yeah.
Because
I keep notebooks there, like in my bag.
it's just I put my thoughts down and I'm good.
Yeah. No, it's it's funny. All of this is an avenue for me to do that some way somehow. We're immigrants. We learn English.
Exactly.
It's not my first
and that's
language.
what made me love writing because I
Yeah.
could just explore
Yeah,
the English language.
And you don't have to do it. It's a way to, at least for me, it's a way to put my thoughts down without having to say it to anybody. Because I wasn't comfortable with my English.
Yeah.
So at first, that was what, I was like, okay, I could do this. And I, typical. I gave it away. I'm like, I'm 32. When I was growing up, you tell people, you want to write? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, especially, Lowell where I grew up. It's just like,
you want to be a writer?
You want to be a writer? You want to be a poem? Like that wasn't cool. So, I let people take me away from it. I won a poetry contest in school without even knowing English.
Yeah.
And I was like, my teachers were like, yo, I think you'd be good at this, but I always push it to the background. And then now, about 2 years ago, that was when I was like, okay, I want to make this happen somehow. And for me, writing is like, I'm pretty sure it's the same for music. It was like, it's not all my perspective, even though some is, and those are probably the best ones. But I also need to meet people, get different perspective, different views, just completely different than just my own life, because I don't want to write about just me all the time.
Yeah.
So this is where this comes in. I get to meet people like you. I get to just be around a bunch of people, a bunch of creative people, and around the energy.
Exactly.
That helps me keep going.
I think that's honestly one of the best ways to keep going, because if like you read these self-help books, like that's what they are. They're little stories.
Yeah.
And you do these little stories. At the end, the author is able to like summarize something from it. And if you go out to people and you grab these little podcast stories, you'll be able to do exactly that. That's hope.
Exactly. That's my hope. That was like, all right, well, I don't have the time to like travel the world and the typical writer. You get on a plane, you backpack around the world and just get different experience. I don't have that. I got kids. I got a wife and a home that I can't do that at this moment in time. So I was just like, well, how can I bring the world to me?
Yeah.
Podcasting.
Exactly.
Literally, this
is
simple.
the next way of news, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, the regular news is done.
Yeah. No, because
I don't listen to that shit no more.
No, it just gives you anxiety written a certain way.
Exactly. Gives you anxiety, and also it's fake. It's just a bunch of rich people paying them to put out whatever they want us to hear. So I don't, that's what it is. But yeah, no, back to the music. What's your way of what's your style? Do you have like a specific way that you go about it? When it comes to writing, do you listen to the beat first? Do you write, or do you do both back and forth?
So I have to say most of my songs I wrote
first.
I didn't write. I like freestyle. So like what I'll do is like on like my phone, I'll like play the beat and I'll record like a little Snapchat like video of like me freestyling on my way to work. That's usually like how I come up with the beginning of any song that I've written or come out with in the last 2 years. So I came up with the freestyle on the way to work. And then while I'm at work, I just like write little lines here, there, here, and there. And then at the end of the day, I go back home and I put whatever I have, all the thoughts together down. But the emotions I feel like come more pure. I've looked at all my favorite artists. They are all freestyle artists.
Yeah, they
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, King Los, like those different type of artists. Even Kanye, like what they do is it's not like freestyle in the sense where I'm just sitting down there like I'm the best freestyler in the world. Where I can just
trying
go
to
back
rhyme.
And forth. Whatever thoughts come out. Whatever comes out, then I'm like, oh, that's a hot like 4 little bars there. That would go with this idea that I had. That would go with this idea and then
that's how it starts.
I would write like 4 or 5 songs at the same time that way.
Nice. Do you listen? Do you have to listen to the beat like first?
I have to listen to the beat with it.
Yeah, so the beat is gonna take you. It's gonna bring out the emotion. That's what's gonna spark the creativity.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I had a few artists already come in, and I always ask this question.
Yeah.
Just because I like to know the process of like how people create.
Yeah.
Just to see if I could incorporate it into basically stealing.
Yeah. No. It's grabbing creative ideas.
Yeah. So like I write even a story. I put a background, like some type of melody, probably soft because it's not. I'm not rapping.
Yeah.
So something soft always in the background, something that doesn't distract me too much.
Yeah.
But I always have like something because I feel like it draws out. I don't know. It puts me in a zone or it draws out certain.
You start to vision whatever you're.
Yeah. So I've that helps for me. Then I have people that are just like, no, I just I write the words and then I'll try to find the beat that goes with it after. And I'm like, that's probably harder, but
I couldn't. That's a talent to be able to do that because that's a freestyle in its own sense.
Well, yeah, and also like, how do you find the right beat after you wrote? It might not go with.
I couldn't because like I'll write with the emotion of the beat. Like
yeah,
if the
that's what brings
like,
it out.
Building up, then my emotions have to go up, and then like if like it takes a pause certain places in the beat, I like to use the beat. My voice is an instrument with the beat, so I personally need the beat there with me, and all the power to like that's amazing if you can find those spots with pre-written. That's amazing if you could do that.
Yeah. So since beat is so important, how do you go about finding beats? Do you have like people you work with? Do you create your own beats?
I do have one or two producers that I have work with. Mainly it's honestly like online. I buy the leases.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. When I was 18, I was stealing beats off YouTube, but then I was like, I need to make money off of this, and you can't do it that way.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Hey, listen, my boy is good. If you like lyrics, and if you are a beat maker, find a way to reach out. Hope, the rapper,
yes.
send beats, man.
Thank you.
That's all it takes.
You need beats.
Yeah, like if that's what you do, you into beats, send it to my man. You'll figure that out after, see what he puts down to it, and then you guys can figure that out after. Network somehow.
Absolutely.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do with this, just trying to bring people together. Cause, I feel like with connections, you nobody makes it by themselves. Everybody needs some type of push or support. Because I could see how that would get not discouraging, but a little bit tough, having to like fight for beats and always have to like pay for it.
Yeah. No, it's
that's I have friends that make beats. So hopefully one of them see this.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Honestly, what I want in my head, my vision, I'd want to blow up in the sense like of like the Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa style. Like if I could find like a beat maker, a solid beat maker, solid. I already have the video producer. Shout out One Eye. And we all like just partner up on something. I feel like that's really what pushed them. Like I remember when they came out, Rostrum Records was a really big thing, and I forget, they had a producer from Philly. I forget his name, but he was making all their beat. Germ.
Okay, I heard of it. I heard of it.
Yeah, Germ was on the beats, and like that unity, they just built something together, and like people heard that.
Yeah,
people heard that authenticity behind the beat.
Yeah. What do you think about this? I just thought of this now. What do you think? Do you think Kanye might have had a little bit of influence of beat makers just want him to also just rap and not maybe share their beats? Yeah, I see that a lot. I make my own beats and I write my own. Like, I don't know how that works. Like I see, like I'm a big fan of J. Cole.
Yeah.
Right, and J. is one of the greats, and a lot of people they're like, yeah, I like a Cole verse. But what I really want is a Cole beat. That's the rare part. Like you could get a Cole verse. There's a lot of them out there. Mm-hmm. But if you could say like, yo, Cole produced my shit or like gave me a beat.
I don't even know who has he produced for anybody?
Yeah, he's produced for Kendrick.
Okay.
Back in the day, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But for Kendrick, he's produced a few songs. And maybe there are more. I'm not aware of it, but
like his.
I like his style.
You forget that J. Cole's making those beats sometimes.
Yeah,
you're like
a lot of
you're like, this album is crazy. Who made? And then it's Cole behind the instruments and the voices. That's something else. And I honestly do think Kanye had a big push in that because you didn't really see that type of energy.
People didn't take it serious before. So like, like Jay-Z, you mentioned, he's just like you said, he's one of these rappers that. His rhymes come from the feeling any beat produces. Mm-hmm. So he had to be in the studio. So he had a bunch of beat makers. Kanye, Timbaland, I can't believe I'm forgetting this. This one dude that used to work with him a lot. He's famous. He had a battle with Swiss Beats at one point.
Not Premier.
Man, he's short.
Just
Blaze. Yeah, I love that dude. I love his style of music, like that style from back then.
Just Blaze is one of my favorite. Shout out Just Blaze. He's one of my favorite all-time producers.
Yeah.
Like if I could get a Just Blaze beat,
yeah. See, like people forget like all those JC songs. They're attached to these great beat makers and producers that will just focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think there's a little bit of a change in the game since Kanye.
No, absolutely, and it like sometimes it makes me feel as a rapper like I should be doing that because that thought goes in my head. I'm like I should be making everything.
That's why I asked, and I'm like, well, maybe that's not the right way to go about it because then you have to. I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm just saying if a person like you could just be like, yo, I'm focused on just this penmanship and writing some cool ass shit and some good flows, and I could get my beats. Like Jay ain't making no beat.
No. Nope.
And what, he ain't great? He's one of the greatest.
Exactly.
So like that's why I said, I'm like, if there's any people that make beats and they don't rap and they need an outlet for it, don't be scared, man. Just let people hear it. Let's network and see what happens.
Exactly.
How has it been when it comes to like the so far when it comes to like the industry? Is it a lot of fake people? Is it tough? In your experience, everybody's different.
The industry is an interesting place.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You have to know, really, the key is you have to know where to put your money. Like,
yeah.
In the end of the day,
and also artists. Sorry to say this, but if you wanna make it, right, you are gonna have to spend money.
Yeah. And also know you're 100% gonna have to spend money.
Yeah, like it's listen, like you want people to believe in you. You're the first person that has to believe in yourself. So. Yeah, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Like,
exactly.
I see a lot of artists that are just like, I'm like, you're waiting for handouts. It's just like
just looking.
Yeah,
why is nobody listening?
Exactly. Everybody's busy, man. And if you don't believe in yourself to the point where you're willing to spend your own money to put yourself out there, why is somebody else going to do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It took a while for me to understand that because whenever I was young and rapping, I was like, nah. Not paying for that, and I missed out on a lot of opportunity. And then whenever I started this time again, I was like, I'm gonna spend money, but I'm gonna watch where I put it. Watch whose hands it goes in. Be smart with it,
of course, yeah.
Because you can't, like, you have to make sure that you're paying for the right producer, you're paying for the right video guy, you're paying for the right promotion. Promotion is the biggest thing because when you're producing, everybody wants to try to you to buy a dream from them.
Yeah.
And it's your dream is you do have to put in a lot of hard work for it, and it can't be like the first couple of people that you come up to, they're telling you that if you give me this money, I'm going to promote your video to this and that, or like paying for views or taking like these little shortcuts.
Yeah.
Those will never work.
Yeah. Yeah. I would never pay for views. I want my, what I'm doing to be organic. And hopefully I can help artists when it comes to promotion. Help each other. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the goals of the studio also. So yeah, no, the business I'm learning, and it's a little different. I'm doing podcasting.
Yeah.
But
But in the end of the day, we're all in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it's all the same, and we all kind of need each other.
Exactly.
So.
And once you start working with people, you have to pay your team too. Like the people around you. Like make sure your people around you are like getting money from this, because once one person's discouraged, that discouragement spreads. Now all of a sudden this person feels like they're not getting enough because this one person isn't making any.
Yeah.
And then that mentality spreads like wildfire, and then your whole team's gone and it's just you there.
Yeah. So far, my team is very small. It's just my family, of course, because I get their support, and I got kids and a wife, and I need that. They'll make it tough on me if every time I need to do something it's a problem.
Exactly.
But after that, it's just me and DJ Goliath. He's a DJ. He's a DJ and also a producer. Hopefully, when he makes a beat that's fire, I could hook you guys up and see. But it's just us two. And the way I try to avoid those issues is by just empowering him in a way of like we do different things, right, for the studio. Like we have. He has he's more focused on trying to get people in here, and he's a musician, so he's doing a lot of things.
Or like audio, like the recording part of it.
No, I do that myself.
Okay.
But he wants to get people in the studio to rent it, because that's another part. It's not just I want to be the only podcaster. Like I want to rent the studio to people that want to be podcasters too. I don't want to like just me. So he's focused on that, and a lot of other things too. Like he helped me build this whole thing. So with him, what I try to do is like let him know, like, listen, if this blows, the more work you put in, that's what's gonna determine how much you get afterwards. So he like basically he's a part owner of it. The more you put in is gonna dictate what you get out of it.
Exactly.
So I don't want to have to like. One, I can't afford to pay him, so I told him, like, look, this is what I want to do. You think you can help? Let's see how much you can help, and depending on that, that's
where we're gonna go with.
That's where we're gonna go with it. And I keep it genuine, like but I don't try to like force him to. I'm like, listen, you have an idea, run with it. Let's see if it works. I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it because I might not see the vision. I might be focused on something else. So if you see something and you think you can make it work, go for it. You know what I'm saying? So he has that freedom. To like do his own thing. So that's what I try to do when it comes to a team. Even though mine is really small and I like it that way.
Yeah, no, it's you also have to have a small team.
Yeah, because it just gets it's hard to show.
The dynamic all the way up is never gonna work with a big team. Once you're big, you can go back carefully, but you have to also
the way up,
sacrifice people.
Yeah, yeah. I've been lucky in a sense because, like I said, I started it with just as an idea, and the first person I really asked seriously, like, hey, you think you can come help me? Say yes right from the start, and I've never been an issue of me like calling this dude, hey, you coming today? You helping me today? Is like what I told him was, I'm not paying you, right? So whenever you have time, whenever you feel like you want to come to the studio, you come in and you let me know and I'll show up. Because I don't want to call you and bother you on your time or put my time, since I'm not paying you, I don't want to do that. And then right from the beginning, he was just like, yep, all right, I got these days, these are the days I could help you. Every time he was here. And I was just like, you don't get that.
No, you absolutely don't.
This took 6 months to build. People would have quit.
Yeah, no, I can imagine so.
Yeah, and then, we started like, we came in one time, we put up all this fucking foam. Next day, all of it was off. Like, it would just keep coming off. So it was like trial and error.
Whoa.
The lights would be like falling down. Like, we'll put them up and then we didn't use the right glue, whatever, It's a budget studio. We're not like, hopefully we grow. And
it looks great, honestly. I'm not going to
lie. Everybody says that, but, I still know that it could be way better.
You have a vision.
Yeah, well.
You see what other people aren't. We're settling when we're sitting in this room, but you have a vision of it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, this is just, like I tell people, this is how I like to look at it. This is Apple when they were in the dude's mom's garage. This is just the starting point.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how we go, where it goes from there. But yeah, no, man, your team and the people around you, that'd be the biggest advice I'll tell artists. Make sure the people around you are the right people, because they either gonna push you in the right way or push you or drive you to quit. Exactly. Either one. Like my friend, like I tell him my idea, he never says no. He's not like, oh, like this ain't gonna work. He's like, let's try it. Why not? Exactly. If it works, it works. If not, we try another way. Instead of just being negative all the time or putting you down.
Yeah, those people that you tell your dream to and you hear no or block, those are the ones you cut off right away.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. Somebody like, I think it was Damon Dash. He has like a clip out on Instagram where he's like when I'm like dreaming about something, don't shit on me when it's a dream. We don't know where a dream is gonna go to. Exactly. So if right away I tell you something and you push it, you throw it, it's never gonna be true, of course.
Yeah.
So you need people that be just like, hey, listen, you see the vision. I like that you see the vision. Let's see how I can help.
Yeah.
That's how kind of X is. Like X came around and he was just like, oh, I got an artist. I got just natural.
Yeah, no, that's how X has always been working with him business-wise. 100% it's always worked out. So I'm going to continue to work with X as like my only video director, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, you're part of the team, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. More of the business. Do you see yourself like signing to somebody, or you're thinking of if the opportunity comes?
So I would take the opportunity, yes, but in the end of the day, my goal is to independently do this. I know possibly to start up, I might need some money from somewhere, but then once I have the ability to do that, there's no way I could work under somebody.
I think you could do it on your own, bro. Yeah. I think it's just about finding the right people, and of course, the music is gonna speak for itself, right? But with the internet, and all you have to do is whatever money you invest is maybe on promotion, and of course, like visuals,
Yeah,
the videos and all that stuff. But I don't see the purpose of labels anymore when it comes to like I don't see what they do. Like they give you upfront money, but they take all your shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be like a real.
Yeah, it'd have to be. I don't know. I'd work out maybe like a distribution deal.
Yeah, exactly. Big fan of this dude, Nipsey.
Yeah.
And I study the game. I learn from people that's doing things, and I like to see what they're doing. And the way he did it was distribution. He's just like, no, like I just want to partner with you guys in a distribution. Don't own my stuff.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite rappers right now? Like, do you have any like new people that you listen to?
New rappers, Eric Jamal.
I haven't heard, so I'll definitely give him a listen.
He's in Coast Contra.
Oh yeah, Coast Contra. Yeah.
He's
I love
the one that
those
sounds
dudes.
like ODB reincarnated.
Okay. Oh yeah. He's the one that switches flows crazy.
Yeah.
Those dudes. See, that's why I tell you. Like, I know I'll like your shit because it's already in the same in the same area. Those dudes are.
He's the next. Like to me, he's the next because I haven't heard. I've heard like Joyner, like lyrical. He's nice.
Yeah.
But Eric Jamal is the '90s, bro. Like you came.
He plays with it. He has the lyrics, but it's in a playful like way, and I like it. I like all like the whole group is.
And the rest of them, I started to get it. I don't know the rest of them's name at all, but I do.
I know Roz, Austin or Justin, something like that, and the Colombian guy. My bad, I forget his name, but yeah, I'm a big fan of at least that type of rap. You know, that's more of where I lean to.
Where I pay attention to is with that right now. I think industry-wise right now is Cole. Getting a Cole feature right now to me feels like how when Lil Wayne used to hop on features in 08.
Oh, yeah, like automatic.
Yeah.
You're gonna,
Just like when I hear Cole feature, I'm like, all right, he's about to do something, like something crazy. And that's right now.
You ever La Russell?
Yeah.
I like that dude. I like what he's doing.
Backyard music.
Backyard, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's why I was like, there's things like that people could do. Like we could do it ourselves.
I actually sent X a video of that, and we want to work something out.
Yeah,
we want to work something out where it's like can be like a backyard performance like that, and because that the whole essence of that video, I'm like, I want to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you create a video where it's like I want to be there, it's gonna be shared.
Yeah,
because people want to share places that they dream of.
Exactly, and I think that dude has he if you follow him, he has he gives all the information and all the knowledge that he acquires. He puts it out for people to use it. He tells people, the ups and downs and where the traps are when it comes to like a label. That's why he's never signed to nobody, and that dude's making a lot of money on his own, all but powered by himself.
Yeah,
he's made like the clothing company, everything. Like he has a touring like. Things that he does on his own without any help from anybody, and I think that's probably the way to go.
Yeah, nowadays, like I said, the money would be the only issue, and I would need the money to get the music out. I don't need the money to buy no clothes, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'll let my music buy me that.
Exactly.
But as far as getting it out there, it would be nice to have a little assistance. That's the only thing I would need from a label.
Of course. Yeah, it's tough, and it's a tough business to trust people.
Yeah.
That's something I'm learning. Now, like I said, I'm not in the game. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like I don't understand it. I don't even know who's hot around the town. Like I don't. I just like talking to cool people.
Yeah.
And I never shut the fuck up. So
it works out for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's like the hardest part. Would you say would be like that aspect of getting your music out there?
Yeah.
Or
it's because like right now I'm bouncing between like 8,000, 10,000 Spotify. I'm getting some good Apple Music.
Let people know where they can listen to your stuff.
Hope the Rapper. I'm on Spotify. I'm on also iTunes, Amazon Music. You can find me on YouTube under Hope the Rapper. It's Hope the Rap if you're on Instagram. That's also the same. It's Hope Raps on TikTok. And yeah, those are the platforms that I use right now. Facebook, Hope the Rapper. You could look me up on there as well. But getting the music out there, it's finding trustable sources because some of these, a lot of these websites, what I've found is I'm just going through the website now for my advertisement. So like if I'll pay Facebook for their advertisements features.
Oh yeah.
I'll pay Instagram for theirs or whatever. I don't feel comfortable with these guaranteed ones.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. Because I'm like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense.
There's no, all those people just got together in the last hour and said I'm the shit, and then nobody else said it ever again.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. I seen that. I honestly I stayed away from like, no, it's tough that they, places like Instagram and stuff started like putting like that behind a paywall. Before it was organic.
Mm-hmm.
Right now you have somebody with money. They're all over the place.
Exactly.
Quick, like but I think you could still do it organically.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're gonna cut through. If you're good, you're gonna cut through.
Exactly. It's consistency too.
Yeah.
You can't just say I'm gonna. One thing that I found myself in when I started coming back is I found myself in this stage of announcements where you're just announcing shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And like, cool. Like it gets to a point where it's like, cool. All right, nothing's happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that same vibe when it came to like people telling me they're coming to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, yeah, I'm coming. Okay, like I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
No diss to nobody. I'm not. I get it. Everybody's busy. Everybody do something. I feel blessed because I honestly I haven't received any negative feedback or like anything. A lot of people have not show up is because they're busy. They're doing what they're doing and they probably don't have the time. But it's just it's tough.
It's important though. Like I have to say this to artists. It's important. Like even no matter like, get your face out there.
Yeah.
If it's a platform, get your face out there. Talk. Because like the more content you have, the more ways you have people to find you, that puts you into the algorithm more. You might find it in like, and I get it, like you might find something else a little bit more important, but like if you're really gonna focus on this music thing, you have to show up. Like it's I don't know. I've been programmed a little bit differently and surrounded by like a lot of strong-minded individuals this second time around with music that has just told me like you just show up.
Yeah,
that's what you have to do.
Yeah, you never know. Like I put myself out there, even with like interviews. Like I don't know you at all. Like I literally heard from X yesterday. He told me your name. I did a little research on Instagram, on YouTube. As much as I could do with the time I had.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, let's see where it goes. Like I'm not gonna say no, or I'm not just like, let's see what happens.
Exactly.
And as long as like, I don't have bad intentions. Like if me and you would have had like, so far it's good. Like I like the conversation. I like the vibe we have. If it would have been bad, I wouldn't have put it out. Or if it's negative or anything that would put you in a negative light, like, I would just take it out. Like I don't want to. That's not what I want. I want people to feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Come in like. This video, I'll send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like before I do anything, I'll be like, hey, listen, like, hey, is this cool? Because at the end of the day, this is a team thing. Like, I don't have any fucking followers. I'm nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You coming in and giving me content, so I gotta pay that respect back by making sure that you like what's out there. I don't want to put anything out there. We're not all like in our game all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never take it like I'm not wasting my time. I'm putting this shit out. I don't care. Like, that's not how I move because I want everybody to be comfortable coming.
Yeah, and this is a great platform for musicians to come out and like share a little piece of them, because I don't know if I don't mean to this against any rapper, but like you have to share your story. That's what we're here for. We're storytellers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're telling a story through our art. We're telling a story through our voice. We're telling a story on the instrument. And the more ways that you give like your fans a way to connect with you, the more receptive they're gonna be. Like, oh, I know. Like it feels like I know him.
Yeah,
I've been following him. Like he shared this about him. I know this about his family. Like that. I know these things. And then they listen to your music, and then they connect with your music and themselves. And that's where you start to form like a real strong fan base and following.
Yeah, and that's how you build like a brand.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see brand, like people are like Wiz Khalifa. Like Wiz Khalifa is a brand, but people fuck with Wiz, his lifestyle, and of course it's organic. He's not lying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I tell people all the time. Like the best thing you could do if you're gonna do anything like this is be yourself.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing is you're lying. One, it's hard. I don't know about people, but fucking lying is hard.
Yeah.
So you're portraying something that you're not, and then it's hard to keep. Then you're gonna feel like it's working. All of a sudden, your passion and your dream feels like work now because you're putting a facade and you're putting on an image that's not you. Instead of just being your fucking self from the beginning, and if it works, it works, and you don't have to worry about anything because it's me.
Exactly.
Like people ask me, it's like, oh, do you have an agenda? Do you have like you ask me like, are you gonna which way this is gonna go? I don't know. It's just
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Which made me more comfortable with it because, like, if we're just talking, we're talking, and that's able to build this whole conversation.
yeah, because I can't. Again, I don't know if it's the immigrant in me. Like I can't follow a. I don't know if I'm just stupid, but I can't follow a script. It's hard for me. So I just have to freestyle. I can't like tell myself like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Like this questions that when you don't know nobody is easy to ask.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Like to me, it's not hard. So people ask me all the time. It's like, oh, like how is it for you? Like, are you worried about like what's gonna come out or like editing stuff out? I'm like, no, I'm not malicious. If I'm gonna make a mistake, I'm gonna say some shit that probably piss somebody off, but I'm never gonna. You're gonna unless you're a dumbass and you're hating, you're never gonna take anything like I'm trying to be hurtful because I'm not. Oh fuck this person or fuck this kind of person or anything like that. Like if I say something, maybe it's out of ignorance. Educate me and I will correct. Like
Exactly.
simple.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it. You know.
That's the best way to look at it.
How do you look at like fame? What do you think of like fame? Do you think it's something that you be comfortable with, or is that something that you're gonna have to deal with it because this is the industry and that's the music?
Everybody likes attention. I like the attention. It's not fame I'm worried about. It's establishing. Goes back to what we were just talking about. The right team around me for that.
Don't have fake people around
because fame can be the happiest thing because you've seen people very happy with fame, or fame can be the worst thing to happen to you. And yes, that's partially on your character, and you should always work on your character. But it's like making sure that like everything around you is good too, because that fame isn't just gonna affect you.
Affects everybody else around you too, whether they know it or not. Yeah, that's why I spoke with my family. I was like, this is something that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna maybe if it works, it's gonna affect everybody. So once they gave me the blessing, I was just like, okay, like all I have to do is worry about being myself, and that's it.
And then from there, it takes off.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's levels. Like there's people like Drake, right? Then you have somebody like Cole or somebody like Kendrick, where like you don't hear from these people unless there's music out. That's more my style.
Yeah.
And it's, I guess I got a podcast, right? So I don't know that people were like, oh, that doesn't go together. Like, what do you mean? You're doing a podcast. I mean, obviously you want to be out there. I want to meet people. So for me to meet people at my age and, as an adult, I'm not clubbing. That's
you
not
want to do it in a productive way to meet people. This is
the only way I thought of that I could do it in a genuine way. Like I wouldn't like doing this through like a Zoom. Like you need to be here because I need to it's more organic that way to me.
Exactly.
So yeah, like fame is something that if you're fake, of course, it's definitely gonna be tougher for you to deal with. But if you know how to do it and you kind of like have a plan or a vision of how you're gonna deal with this, and you don't let people like influence you, because that's another thing. Like a lot of people gonna try to influence you, or like and if you
you should do this, you should do that.
Yeah. Have you had any experience with anything like that yet? Where like losing people because they want you to do something and you just like, nah, that's not me, fam. Respectfully.
I would say a lot of like my friends that I just have had in the last year, I just only talk to my music friends now. Just my friends outside of it, because they weren't able to see what I'm trying to do. They saw shows that I was going to as like a clubbing event. They saw they weren't seeing it as a serious thing, and anybody who didn't see it as a serious thing, I realized I had to. It sucks that I had to cut those people off, but a lot of my close friends outside of music, so I only have friends in the music game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's tricky. That's tricky. yeah, like my friends support, right, and they haven't been involved, right, but they support, and it is tricky because this kind of takes me away from them in a way, because I have to be, if they were involved in the business, it would be a lot easier for us to stay together. But there's no hate, or like they're not like, oh, you know, I hope your shit fails, or I don't believe in you. They're just like, oh, some of them are just, you know, they cannot be on a camera, like it's just not safe for them. You know, they're doing what they do. So and then others are just like, bro, that's not my style. I'm more reserved. That's not me, and I respect that.
Yeah.
So yes, we are not in contact like we used to, but there's no hate.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have any hostility towards my old friends.
It's just what it is. This is what you focus on, and this takes all your time. You know, if you're really gonna make it and you're serious about it, this takes all your time.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, like there's no if you're doing it right, like
define free time. Like I'll have like 3-4 hours one night. Out of 7.
Yeah, yeah, because even in your mind, you're thinking about this all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, what do I need to do next?
Yeah,
if I could just do this, all right, and then do that.
Like I did an interview with X and this other guy. Fuck, I keep forgetting his name. Ems, I think it is. I forget. Amens, yeah.
Shout out Amens.
Yeah, fire. We did a fire interview. Probably the best interview. One of the best. I've done a few that are good, but I didn't catch it all. Like we were here. We were talking. We had great conversation. Everything was flowing. I'm looking at my computer. I'm thinking everything's being recorded. All of a sudden, you know, we finish everything. We dap up. We had a few drinks that night. It was Cinco de Mayo, and I'm happy about this. I get up the next day like early, like I couldn't sleep thinking about it. Like, yeah, like I need to check this out. Like, let's see. 5 minutes out of like a 2-hour conversation, I was heated. I was like, no fucking way that I just lose this and make these people waste their time. Like X comes from fucking an hour away, you know. So like. Yeah. And like for me to lose all that, like I have 5 minutes, and it was great conversation. Like it was perfect, and I was just like, I was so angry for like 2 days.
That'd be a hit.
Yeah,
losing content at any point in time is
yeah, I imagine it'll be like the same thing for you. You write some fire ass shit and then you forget it, or you don't.
I've lost a whole mixtape.
Oh damn!
When I started back up 2 years ago, I wrote a whole mixtape.
How many songs?
It was like 10 songs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I stopped music for a while before that, and I had this one laptop, and that's what I made it when I came back with. And then I think I slept, and then I slept on my laptop, but it was closed. I thought everything was good. I opened up my laptop, the screen just, didn't work.
Yeah.
So buy mixtape.
Yeah. I told X right away. Like I had up X with this explanation. And he was like, it was cool, man. Like, don't worry about it. It was cool. Like, we'll do it again. Yeah. But in my mind, I'm like, fuck. Like, it's just.
I was golden. Like, what about this moment? What about that moment?
And then the thing is like, I was already picturing it. I'm like, oh, I remember this part when we were talking about this, or when X was saying some fire shit. When Amens was saying some fire shit, I was just like, I'm already in my head, like, all right, this is what I'm going to clip. And then it's gone. And I just like, it felt like you said, like you lost something that you can't get back. Like, yeah, we could get back into the room together again, but who knows how if it's gonna flow that way. Like,
exactly.
This is catching lightning in a bottle. You just never know what's gonna come out.
Exactly.
So, like you might not be able to remake
those moments.
Yeah.
But honestly, sometimes to shed light on that situation, sometimes maybe the next conversation is a little bit greater since you guys have already built that foundation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I got like 2 full interviews out. There's more coming. I got more that I'm gonna put out. But yeah, like my first interview, like I'm nervous as shit. Like it comes off. You know, I still put it out. I did an interview with G Johnson, X, and Nikki, and same thing. I'm nervous as shit. Like they were a little bit more comfortable because they're all friends. I just had met all 3 of them basically.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it comes off, but like now I'm getting more comfortable. And it comes with doing it. You have to do it.
Exactly.
So you know, I'm assuming. Have you ever you I already know you perform on a stage before. How was that? Do you like that aspect of performing? Or
I
no?
love the performance. Is why I could keep doing this. To be honest with you.
See, that's interesting, right? Because people ask me, like, so you're a writer, and I have wrote songs before, rap and just regular songs, poems. Like I've write like all types of shit. But people ask me, it's like, oh, that's pretty good. Why don't you do it? I'm like, because of that. Like I know I would not like to perform.
Oh, really?
That would be the thing that I do not like doing.
Again, it goes to my dad why I'm so comfortable. He had not the most expensive camera, but he had a camera, and he would just videotape me, and like it became where I wanted to put on a show as a young kid. Like I remember I learned all the bones in the human body in the 3rd grade because he had a camera.
Jesus.
So when he came home, because he was him and my mom were in nursing school. When he came home, I just drew the human body. I had all the parts, and I wanted him to get his camera and shoot how smart I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I started like presenting myself that way, and then I did like chorus growing up. I even was in like the chorus like dance group in my middle school. So I've just always been in front of people.
You're comfortable with it.
Yeah, it's. I realize now talking to so many people, like you said, it's not a thing that everybody does.
Yeah, it's tough for people. I realize that. Like for me, I am uncomfortable on silence. Like I'm the type of person, like if we're in a bus, like if everybody could be I'm gonna talk because to me the anxiety of just being around, like we're all in this fucking tube together, driving a fucking 80 miles per hour.
We're at 80.
Yeah, like I need to talk to people. Like I need to be like, hey, what's up? You could not talk back, and that's cool. But at least I made that attempt, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But I need to like interact.
Just make sure that they're all not NPCs around you.
Yeah, exactly. That comes off right away with you. I have people come in, and it's tough. Like I could see that they're like, it's tough for them to speak. For you, it's easy. Like I could tell right away. Like it's not an issue.
In my head, like it's weird. As we sit in this room, I'm seeing things from like that camera side.
Yeah.
So like that's how I want to respond and everything like that. And I think my dad, for a lot of the things that he did, and I didn't see how much like training he was doing. I took it as like
your dad's still around.
Yeah.
That's good.
I take it as like him just like basically mentoring me.
You know, people take that for granted. Like I always tell people, like I feel like I have an advantage over, like, you know, we grew up in the hood basically. Yeah. And most people got mom and they don't got a dad. A lot of my friends are like, you know, I seen that and I seen the difference. And I always go back to that. I'm like, I have 2 great dads. I had a stepdad that's great and I have my real dad that's great. So like I had a little bit more of a structure and like a code for men. Yeah. And I think guys that grow up without that they're a little bit.
It's not to discredit anything a woman does because all the power to the woman that raised
the strongest. My mom is the strongest.
But in the end of the day, we are, as men, are reckless and need somebody that we fear. Yeah. But fear in a loving way. Yeah. Not fear as in like authority.
Respect. Yeah, respect.
Like I fear you because I respect you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like a respecting. I don't want to do anything that will make you look bad. Like my stepdad, right? My stepdad never hit me. He always talked to me. And he's not my real dad, right? Like, you know, he came into the picture when I was 10, 11. When I came here. And this dude never touched me. Never even raised his voice. He was just like, whenever I messed up, and I messed up a lot, right? He would just talk to me. He was always like, my mom would be the one that's fucking yelling and with the chancletas and the fucking the you know, trying to. She was the one that would hit us. My stepdad never did, and he was always big on talking. And then I remember I'm like, that stuck to me. Like the hitting would not do anything. Like the hitting would hurt, but you forget about it. Yeah. Every time I mess up, and my stepdad would wait like 2-3 hours after the fact. And then he'll come in and talk to me. I remember that. That will click in. So like next time I was gonna do some fuck shit, it's like, oh, like those words will, like, whatever he says will come into my head. So I always tell people like felt like I had an advantage.
No, it's definitely it's the biggest advantage I've had in my life is having a dad that wanted to be there and help me with this advice because I fought it as a kid. I actually have a music video coming out with X and a song dropping next month about my relationship with my father.
Oh, nice. Hey, man, whenever that does, send it to me.
Absolutely.
So we could, blast it through here too.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's we shot the video in New York. It's a perspective, and it's like a perspective on like an immigrant son's view. Because the first verse is my dad speaking to me. The second verse is young me speaking to my dad. And then like the opinions I had, the strong opinions I had. And then the last verse is me as an adult talking to young me.
Yeah, see, that's the music I like.
Yeah.
That's the type of music that sticks to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds already like a great,
Yeah,
like,
I'm definitely gonna show you that
song.
before we leave. Yeah.
Great. Oh, with that, let me show you my first song that I've ever heard from you.
Right.
I think it's a video. Let me see. Hopefully I'll do it right.
Oh yeah.
Chin Up.
Yeah, we shot this in Times Square. This is released around like Martin Luther King's birthday.
Oh, nice. It's a great video too by X. Shout out to X again.
Who's in charge? By the look on your face, the rules differ with ours. Rather see us in cars, wasting money at bars, filling lumps cigars, living under the bar. But distract us with lights, make me feel like a star. If I spend it today, then no hope for tomorrow. It's the system we live, got me pinned to piss. Still taking my shot. What if I don't miss? Can't live life like this. Man, there's gotta be more. Yesterday I was drowning, now I'm climbing the shore. With this mic I grip till the beats in the morgue. Got the world on my chest, but I'm only a George. Devil telling me stress, so I pray to the Lord. They think life is a game, well don't play on my board. No. 10, 4, chin up, hold your head high.
Oh, okay, the switch up.
Yep. Whenever I wrote this hook, I was thinking of Akon's Locked Up.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
something
yep.
like that.
I like it.
Chin up, hold your head high. We all did dirt just to get by.
And then the second verse starts as a parallel to the first one.
We all did. And my mama was black, and her mama was black. She got an army, in fact. That's my family, my pack. We spread over the map, but Lord knows where we at. Like a trick of a hat. I keep pulling these words, and I know that they feeling me. I keep pulling these nerves.
This is in New York.
Yep.
You live up?
No, but I had a music video that I shot with Mickey Fax out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a cypher with him with Grind Mode Cypher, which is dope.
Okay. Nice. Nah, but it's it's a good song. Everybody, if when this comes out, go check it out. Chin Up. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a dope video and the quality is all there. Did you pay who engineered this? Like who? That song. Do you remember?
As far as the mastering, that goes to Explicit Studios out in Nashua. Mike McNulty mixed that, and then as far as the video, X put it together. We went out there and we shot like 3 or 4 music videos in 2 days.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, like I said, you could tell you're definitely doing the work. You're not like cutting corners. Everything sounds legit.
Thank you.
And I pay attention to that because getting introduced to a lot of artists, and sometimes I'm like, there's this thing's lacking.
Important, and honestly, I feel like that's a dope thing that life and God has given me is 2 lives in the music industry, because I go back and I listen to some of my old music that I was putting out for people to listen to, and I'm like
no.
What?
Yeah.
And like it's the same me rapping, like the rapping's good, but like the quality is just like,
and that's gonna turn people off.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's one thing. I when I see things like that, I'm like, especially when I see somebody that's saying some fire, and then the quality's not behind it, I'm like, oh, come on, like there's somebody got to be listening to this
Yeah.
and hearing it and looking at this person who have talent. They should reach out and be like, hey, come on, man, like, yeah, we gotta do something with this.
Yeah.
I feel people. I wish people were more comfortable in doing shit like that, because I hate to see it when people have talent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. I think that was a good for our first interview.
Thank you.
Do you have anything that you may want to add or say to
No, not at all.
plug in the new song?
So we have a music video dropping. It's gonna be in June. It's called Dad. Stands for Didn't Always Deserve. And that's coming out on my YouTube channel. It's also gonna be out on all platforms. My music's out on all platforms. I have one mixtape out. It's called Holly Weird.
I'll definitely listen to that, because like I said, I haven't listened to much, but
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
definitely
you.
listen
I
to it.
appreciate that. That song is more of a newer song, but Holly Weird, it's a lot of emotions in that one. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, guys. Another episode down. EDJ Studios, EDJ Podcast. Peace out.
Peace out.